Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Saradomin guide for Rangers. As you guys probably know, I always said I would never range at Zilyana, and that's still the case. I would never use just bolts at Zilyana. I would always prefer to use the verac method, my southwall method. You probably have seen that guide. However, this guide is for black chinning. One person will be using black chins, the other person will be using range. So this inventory is for the person using black chins. The only difference is the chins. You both take the same inventory. I will go through the inventory, what I take and why. I use full void because this is the highest damage output. Also for the bolter, it's extremely powerful. Hit like 48s, 49s or something with diamond bolts on Zilyana. It's clearly amazing. On the minions you hit good with the blowpipe, so it's really good. And with the black chins you just have an amazing damage output. This will result in about 25-26 kills an hour, which I would say is worth it. For the rest of my gear, I take a Saradomin Duo with me to heal up. The Void Melee Helm is not really necessary. I used it once. I'm not so sure whether I think it was actually worth it, but hey, you can take it. Specs a little bit better. You will heal it a little bit better, get more prayer points. So why not? Blowpipe to kill the minions. You don't want to do that with bolts or whatever, it's too slow. Sarah item, Zemi item to get kill count. You can ditch the Zemi item if you're bringing a key, so just bring the Sarah item along. You could in theory use the Saradomin Duo, but you can ditch the Zemi if you bring a key. For the rest, I take 3 restores and 2 brews. You don't need a lot more because Zilyana will actually drop a lot of prayer potions along the way. And you don't use that many because we are going to use potion share. More about that later. 5 range pots and about 8 stamina pots. The rest of the gear is just practically just max range with the range cape, which will attract the bolts back to your quiver. I prefer to use the Odium above any other shield because it has a lot of range bonus. In theory, you can use the Elysian. It will make it a lot easier to stay alive. You can use the Dragon Fire shield, but I would recommend the Odium above it. So potion share, I've talked about this many times. Basically you can just double up your potions, and since a few weeks you can actually use it on staminas, so almost any potion you can use it on except for the brews. So use the set pour spell on the restore, use the boost potion on the range pot, and then the stat restore on the stamina. There's no one around me, obviously, I'm standing here alone, but you can use them on them. You use 1 dose and you both get the boost, so you're basically doubling up everything. Now I hear you say 5 range pots, and you both take 5 range pots. Wouldn't the trip take like 5-6 hours? Yes, it does. These trips can take extremely long, so I will tell you now already, if you don't really want to do a 5 or 6 hour trip, just take less supplies with you, maybe a couple of sharks, or well, maybe more restores if you're afraid of running out, and well, that will make it able for you to pick up more drops like diamonds and runners and whatnot. It will also result in a shorter trip, but if that's what you want, then you can do that. For the method itself of killing, I'll be showing some clips from previous live streams because I've done this method many times on my live streams. I will just show several good kills, several bad kills, and what to do during the kill, because this is somewhat for the more experienced player to get it down, because you have to run at exactly the same speed as your partner, which can get a little tricky sometimes. If you don't do that, Zilyana will just absolutely murder you. But don't worry. Alright. Have fun watching. Hopefully you guys are going to learn something, and I will see you guys at Sarah. So for the kill, it is really important to know that you have to be exactly in the same attack speed as your partner. So when Zilyana spawns, you both have to click exactly the same time and just instantly click into the corner. When you arrive in the corner, shoot your second bolt. So Fatal actually made a little bit of a mistake there by shooting a little bit early, but not a big mistake, obviously. Then the bolt just keeps bolting 2 bolts every wall, and the chinner will throw about 3 chins every wall. You can try to do 4, but trust me, unless you're 100% lined up with your partner, you're going to make mistakes. That's not worth it. As you see, these kills are extremely fast, and that's really nice. So as I said, you have to try to line up. If this is not the case, like let's say you're not lined up perfectly, one person just have to slow down, wait a little bit with the click away from the corner, but I think this is something you will get down eventually. So before every kill, look at your run energy. If it's below 60, I would recommend you to use the potions share spell on a stamina pot. If your range is getting somewhat lower, you could probably repo at around 103 maybe. Also do it with the potion share, and if you need prayer, also take care of that. Obviously all before the kill, because you cannot really use the potion share spell during the kill. You will have to do that before the kill. So I put this kill in this video clip because Starlight actually dies before Zilyana hits the ground, which is obviously pretty sad. Now there are several things you can do. One of those things is just keep running rounds and rounds and make sure Zilyana doesn't hit you. But you will use quite a bit of running energy in this, well, with that way. So that's not really what I would recommend. I would just try to stand apart of each other and let Zilyana kite between you two. Because that way you don't use a lot of run energy. It is kind of more dangerous because Zilyana is quite unpredictable in what she will do and what she does. But hey, you will not lose all your run energy or waste stamina pots, because if you want to do a very long trip, you just don't want to waste your run energy. And it kind of almost went bad there, but hey, who gives a damn? So one more kill, just to tell you again, make sure to be at exactly the same times. As you saw, I just got myself some staminas and some restores. Again, exactly the same time. Shot the bolt when you're in the corner, and then get your chins out and start attacking. Now if something goes wrong, let's say Zilyana gets a magic attack on you, just both get the bow out and just shoot a bolt at Zilyana and you should be alright. Always just try to keep running around, and yeah, keep doing what I'm doing right here and you should be alright. Now with the Saradomin Gold Sword special, you can use it on the minions to heal up. Don't forget to use the Bone to Peaches on bones to heal up if you need to. Eventually you will slowly gather up on some food with monkfish and pies. I don't think you will have a big problem with the food. The reason why you can use Void is mainly because the kills are so fast. You don't need defense because the kills are too fast. Hopefully that has helped you out, and I will see you later.